Episode 5. The Empire Strikes Back. It is a dark time for the rebellion. Although the Death Star has been destroyed, Imperial troops have driven the rebel forces from their hidden base and pursued them across the galaxy. Evading the dreaded Imperial Starfleet, a group of freedom fighters led by Luke Skywalker has established a new secret base on the remote ice world of Hoth. Darth Vader, obsessed with finding young Skywalker, has dispatched thousands of remote probes into the far reaches of space. While patrolling the icy perimeter of the Rebels' base on Hoth, Luke Skywalker goes to investigate what he thinks is a meteor strike nearby, but a savage creature knocks him unconscious and drags him away. Han Solo returns to the base from his own patrol. "General, I gotta leave," Han tells the commander. "There's a price on my head. If I don't pay off Jabba the Hutt, I'm a dead man." C-3PO and R2-D2 interrupt with bad news. Luke never returned from... He never checked in after his patrol, and no one has seen him. Han mounts a Tauntaun and heads off to search for his friend. Luke awakens in the ice creature's cave. He uses the Force to draw his lightsaber to him. Cutting himself free, Luke battles the Wampa and escapes, but he is caught in a blizzard. As his strength falls, he collapses. He sees the spirit of Obi-Wan Kenobi. "Luke, you must go to the Dagobah system," the spirit says. "There you will learn from Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me." Luke falls unconscious, but Han finds him and saves his life. While Luke recovers, the rebels intercept a transmission from an Imperial probe droid. Han and Chewbacca gun down the probe, but the Empire now knows where the rebels are. "We better start the evacuation," says the rebel commander. Bum bum ba-da-dum da-da-da-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum da-da-da-da-dum. Darth Vader and a legion of warships speed toward Hoth. The rebels rush to evacuate. Luke and the other pilots leap into their snowspeeders and fly off to defend the base. Imperial walkers trudge across the snow, attacking the base. The rebels destroy several of them, but the Imperial assault overwhelms the rebels. Luke's snowspeeder is shot down, and he is forced to make his way to his fighter on foot. Han and Chewbacca, meanwhile, struggle to repair the Millennium Falcon. As the Imperial soldiers close in on the rebel base, Luke remains in the command center. Leia remains in the command center. She refuses to leave until she knows everyone is safe. "Come on, that's it," Han says, hurrying the princess and C-3PO to the last transport. A cave-in prevents Leia and C-3PO from reaching the transport. They are forced to flee aboard the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo and Chewbacca. They barely get the freighter airborne before Lord Vader and a squad of stormtroopers enter the hangar. Star Destroyers and TIE Fighters pursue the Millennium Falcon as it corkscrews wildly, trying to escape. Fighting free of the Imperial ships, Han prepares to jump to lightspeed. "Watch this," he says as he pulls the lever. But nothing happens. The hyperdrive is damaged. "Watch what?" Leia scoffs. Unable to escape, Han flees into a nearby asteroid field, dodging huge chunks of rock. The Imperial pilots try to follow, but smash into tumbling asteroids. In one of the asteroids, Han spots a deep cavern. He flies the Millennium Falcon inside. "I hope you know what you're doing," Leia says. "Yeah, me too," Han agrees. Luke escapes Hoth and leaves for Dagobah to find Yoda, the Jedi Master that Obi-Wan told him about. When he arrives, he crashes his fighter into a swamp. He and R2-D2 encounter a strange creature that claims to know Yoda. "Take it to him, I will," the creature says. Luke follows the creature but is frustrated. "We're wasting our time," he yells. The creature shakes his head. "I cannot teach him," he says. "The boy has no patience." The creature is Yoda. He's been testing Luke. Luke tries to convince Yoda he's ready. He promises to complete his training. Hidden in the asteroid, Han and Chewbacca try to fix their ship, but Han is more interested in wooing Princess Leia. She finally admits she has feelings for him. They kiss, but C-3PO interrupts, with his usual bad timing. Hidden in the asteroid. No, Darth Sidious, also known as the Emperor, contacts Darth Vader. Sidious tells him there is a great disturbance in the Force, centered around a young boy. The Emperor is certain the boy is the son of Anakin Skywalker. Vader is astonished. If he could be turned, he could be a powerful ally, Vader says. Can it be done? Sidious asks. He will join us or die, Vader promises. Hidden in the asteroid, Leia discovers space vermin called Minox chewing on the Millennium Falcon's power cables. Han rushes off the ship and fires his blaster at them. I have a bad feeling about this, Leia says. The cave shudders. Han realizes they're in great danger. With everyone back aboard, the Falcon hastily lifts off. This is no cave, Han says. They're inside the throat of a huge space slug. They race to get out. The Millennium Falcon slips between its teeth and flies into the Imperial fleet that is hunting them. On Dagobah, Luke begins his training. Yoda puts him through a series of physical tasks. He instructs Luke. Beware the dark side, anger, fear, aggression. A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack. To test Luke, Yoda sends him into a cave that is strong with the dark side. In the cave, Luke has a vision of Vader. He draws his lightsaber and attacks the Dark Lord, but Vader's helmet cracks open to reveal Luke's own face. Aboard his ship, Vader summons a group of bounty hunters, including Boba Fett, to find the Millennium Falcon. But one of the Star Destroyers has already found the Falcon and is in pursuit. Han attempts to jump to light speed, but fails again. With the Star Destroyer closing in, he turns the Millennium Falcon around and flies straight at the huge warship. Han attaches the Millennium Falcon to the top of the destroyer, where it can't be detected. The Imperials conclude the Falcon has jumped to hyperspace. Preparing to follow, the destroyer releases its garbage. Han detaches the Millennium Falcon and floats away with the debris. After the fleet is gone, he fires up the engines and heads for the planet Bespin. But Boba Fett is familiar with this trick and follows. On Dagobah, Luke continues to learn about the Force, but finds his lessons frustrating. You must unlearn what you have learned, Yoda insists. Yoda challenges Luke to lift his ship out of the swamp using the Force. I'll try, Luke says. No, Yoda replies. Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. Luke concentrates, but the ship sinks farther into the swamp. Discouraged, he tells Yoda it's impossible. Yoda raises one hand and calmly lifts the fighter out of the swamp, setting it on the shore. I don't believe it, Luke says. That is why you fail, Yoda replies. Han, Leia, Chewbacca, and C-3PO reach Bespin's floating cloud city. They are greeted by Lando Calrissian, an old friend of Han's. How you doing, you old pirate? Lando asks. Bespin's mechanics begin repairing the Falcon, but Leia doesn't trust Lando, particularly after C-3PO disappears and then turns up in a junk pile, blown to pieces. Back in the swamps of Dagobah, Luke has a vision of a city in the clouds where Han and Leia are in terrible pain. Luke, you must complete the training, Yoda says. Luke decides he must go help his friends. Yoda and Obi-Wan's spirit plead with him, but he can't ignore the vision. Strong is Vader. Mind what you have learned, Yoda tells him. Save you it can. In Cloud City, Lando invites Han, Leia, and Chewbacca to lunch. He's made a deal that prevents the Empire from interfering with his operations. When the door opens, Darth Vader and Boba Fett are waiting. We would be honored if you would join us, Vader says. I had no choice, Lando apologizes. They arrived right before you did. Waiting in prison, Chewbacca tries to repair C-3PO. When he reactivates him, C-3PO announces that there are stormtroopers here, and he must warn the others, but it's too late. Darth Vader tortures Leia and Han to attract Luke's attention. He tells Boba Fett, "You may take Captain Solo to Jabba the Hutt after I have Skywalker." He informs Lando that Leia and Chewbacca must never leave Cloud City. Lando has no choice. This deal is getting worse all the time. Vader decides he'll carbon freeze Luke for his trip to the Emperor. But Lando warns that might kill him. "I do not want the Emperor's prize damaged," Vader says. "We will test it on Captain Solo." His friends watch in horror. "I love you," Leia says. "I know," Han replies as he is lowered into the chamber. When Han emerges, he is alive, but frozen in carbonite. Vader turns Han over to Boba Fett and orders the chamber to be prepared for Luke. He tells Lando, "Take the princess and the Wookiee to my ship." Lando is angry his deal has been changed yet again. On the way to the ship, he disarms the stormtroopers, freeing Leia and Chewbacca. Leia, Chewbacca, and the droids race to catch Boba Fett, but it's too late. The bounty